and Juliet.
Okay, this scene, this is Act 3, and you may say that Scene 1 is the most important, that we're going to act out Scene 1, and it's probably the most important scene of all the play because it's the turning point. Mercutio dies, and then Tybalt dies, so it's like a turning point. That's what happened in Scene 1. In Scene 2, the nurse tells Juliet the news that Tybalt is dead, and then Juliet's all crying. Romeo, and then in Scene 3, the nurse finds Romeo in the friar's cell, and then Romeo was about to kill himself, but then the nurse came, and then the nurse starts telling him that Juliet still loves you, and then she gives him the ring, and then Romeo is like all happy, and then he goes to find Juliet. And then in Scene 4, it's when the Capulets are talking to Paris about their marriage, and then we find out that Paris is gonna marry Juliet on Thursday. And then in Scene 5 is when
Romeo and Juliet are together and they're in bed, and Romeo has to leave because he has to go to Mantua.
And then the Capulets come in, and then they told Juliet that she has to marry Paris on Thursday, and then she gets really mad, and she starts telling her dad that she doesn't want to marry him, and then her dad, the Capulet, gets really mad, and she tells him that if you don't marry him, you're gonna starve out on the street. So then she thinks about it, and then she says that she has to go and confess to the friar, but she's gonna confess to the friar, and then actually gonna marry Paris, but she just lied because she just went to see what's up.
So she went to drink she went to get the poison from the friar.
No, that happens in Act 4.
Yeah, and that's Act 1. So we're gonna present the Scene 1, which is the most important. Okay, get out. Cleo is talking with Mercutio when the Capulets enter.
By my head, here come the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Gentlemen, good then. A word with one of you?
And but one word with one of us, couple it with something, make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Could you find some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo?
Consort? What dost thou make us consort without make minstrels of us? Look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick, here's that shall make you dance.
We talk in public haunt of men, either withdrawn to some private place, or else to read and cody of your grievances, or else depart, for here all eyes gaze on us.
Gentle Mercutio, pasado.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man. Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the only reason I must love thee doth much excuse their retaining rage. To such a greeting villain I am none. Therefore farewell, I concede though 'tis knows me not.
Boy, that does not excuse the harm you have done me. Then for turn and drop.
I do protest, I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise. Till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which thy name I tender so dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission, as the cat carries it away. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
Gentle Mercutio, put thy slayer up.
Good king of cats, nothing but under your 9 legs, okay? That I mean to make bold withal. Make haste.
What dost thou want with me?
I want to kill you!
I am for you.
Drop and Volio, beat down their weapons. Tybalt, Mercutio, the prince expressly hath forbidden banding in the Verona street. Hold Tybalt, good Mercutio.
I am hurt! A plague of both your houses! I am bad! Is he gone?
Courage, man, thy hurt cannot be much.
Ay, a scratch! Larry, it is enough!
Courage, man, thy hurt cannot be much. I thought offer the best.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so
My very friend.
Help me, Benvolio!
My very friend. My very friend, in which half is mortal hurt on my behalf. My reputation stand on Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, in which an hour hath been my kinsman.
Romeo, great Mercutio's dead.
This black day's fate on more days doth depend. This but begins, the woe others must end.
And here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
Alive and triumphant and Mercutio slain. And my fire-eyed fury be my conduct now.
Thou reckon, boy, that this consortium here shall with him hence.
Now Tybalt, bring thy villain back again. For Mercutio soul's yet a little way above our heads. And either thy or I or both shall join him. My sword!
Romeo, away, be gone. The citizens are up and Tybalt is slain.
Oh, unfortunate fool!
Yeah, that's the end. That's the end. That's the end.
Daniela, te la de cantar.
My quotable quote is, oh unfortunate fool. I think this quote expresses Romeo, because this is when Romeo realizes that he's been doing these crazy actions, because the whole play he isn't thinking. He's just doing these crazy actions without thinking. So it's like really like a roller coaster. And once he realizes what he's done throughout the whole play and killing Tybalt, he realizes that what he's done was a big mistake, and he didn't need what he did.
My quote is Romeo in Act 3, Scene 1. O sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my trumper, soft and well as steel. This what it means is that Romeo, since he's so in love with Juliet, he can't fight as well, because he becomes effeminate, and that's what women make you do when you're in love.
Okay, my quote is, I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. These are news indeed. This is when Romeo tells her mother, Lady Capulet, that instead of marrying Paris, she should marry Romeo, and her mother takes it as it is sarcastically a joke or something like that. But Juliet is really saying it because she means it, and that's it.
My quotable quote is in Scene 2, when Juliet is waiting, when the nurse is about to enter to give Juliet the news that Romeo killed Tybalt, and she's just having a monologue, and so she said, "Come gentle night, come loving black rose night, give me my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garnished sun." She's just talking about how much she loves Romeo, and she's saying that he's so handsome and beautiful that if he were to be cut and put in the sky, then no one would pay attention to the day and only to the night.
My quote is a plague of both your houses. It's found 3 times throughout Scene 1, and I think it's really important because Mercutio, when he was fed, he starts saying a plague of both your houses, and he's cursing the 2 families for his death. And I think that's really important because you actually see how much they hate each other, and that's the most important part of the scene, because you actually see that they hate each other so much that they kill each other, and that's what a plague of both your houses means.
Now here are our symbols.
You guys know make sure you do it on a poster. somehow with an explanation written about each one, but go ahead.
Okay. We decided to do a sword and a cross, like a crucifixion, both fusion and like big fusion. The sword is a double-edged sword that represents the Capulets and the Montagues, and the cross is all the death that has been that has happened, like Mercutio and Tybalt, and there is blood in the sword. That's the blood spilled. And the rose, that is Romeo and Juliet's love. And there's a little hole in the sword that is in form of a heart. That's the love that the love that both families are missing.
And the other one is it's like a symbol of the Montague and the Capulet, because in this scene, it's like it's really important, and it's a turning point of the play, because you see that how much they hate each other and how they can't stand each other at all.
Yeah, and there Romeo is a Montague and Tybalt was a Capulet, and that's where you see that that where these feuding fights lead to death, and that's it.
Okay, let's give you guys a nice round of applause. You guys go ahead and set those up on top of mine. Just put the symbols up there. What's that?
Hola, Benji. ¿Te gustó la play? Okay.